spotted some more Krispy Kreme behind this bus stop. Why would I do this with the beeping behind me? Anyway, I have another funny story to tell. When I was on my way into the gym yesterday morning, was it yesterday morning? It was either yesterday morning or the morning before that. Oh, I can't remember. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I ran into a little French Bulldog who was just randomly roaming around in front of the gym, and he didn't have a collar on or anything. And I tried to get next to him, and he stood me down like an actual bulldog, and he was growling at me. And then finally he turned and ran away as fast as he could. I asked the security if they could see if they could find him, but they couldn't find him. He was so freaking cute. He was like a bull, but it's a dog. It was so cute. The funniest part is that the little dogs are really like bulls. The name is perfect. It was a French Bulldog. Did I say that? And the way he was acting, the way he was standing there, if he could have like pushed back his little paw like a bull does, I know he would have. And he was like, like under his breath growling. It was so cute. And then he like bolted in the opposite direction. And those little dogs are fast. He was so freaking cute. I didn't want him to get hurt though, but it was the cutest little thing I've ever seen. I've never been stood down by a bulldog or whatever it's called. It was adorable. More cream on this bench. They have to be giving these donuts away to people who eat them so much that they'll leave some. This is crazy. Hello friends, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. I wanted to come to you, I don't know where to sit or stand, to talk to you about another element of the birthday fiasco that happened on the 20th. The car. The car is a brand new car. I don't know exactly what happened to the car. It is possible that I did something in here to drain the battery, because I noticed that if you just sort of touch the gas pedal, it will start something. Like, because it's a push button start, so you have to depress the gas pedal and then push the button. But if you depress the gas pedal without pushing the button, it kind of halfway turns on the engine. Maybe like it just turns on the auxiliary. It turns on the auxiliary power. And I sleep in the front seat, and maybe I stretched my leg out and turned on the auxiliary power and then drained the battery. That is possible. That it could be cyber attacks. No, I'm just kidding. It could be the Russians attacking the framework. But no, I think it was either that, or I did use the lights and leave the car door open for a little while because it was hot outside. Something could have drained the battery, and then that could have been the problem. Why I still couldn't get the car on after I replaced the batteries in the fob and replaced the battery in the car, that is an act of, I mean, the whole thing for me is an act of the spirit. And the fact that it happened the day before my birthday, the fact that I knew it was going to happen because I'd already gone off on God and the whole thing and had my other Mazda smashed to smithereens, that was all really interesting because I really did expect for it to happen. And it was just really shocking. And then the spirit moved me all the rest of the way. And I did end up meeting a really cool guy, and I got to hang out with him for the whole day, which was a lot. There are squirrels like going crazy outside. I'm so sorry. I get so distracted by a squirrel, just like that cartoon. Okay. But anyway, it's just amazing. It's amazing that that happened. And I think it's just so funny that I was able to put out that video where I said that I was going to try and do nothing for my birthday because it usually is met with great strife. And then the great strife came the day before my birthday. So it didn't even matter any freaking way. And then I said to myself, okay, I'm going to get myself a birthday present. The fucking present broke. The thing that I bought for myself, it broke. So that is just more of that chaos energy. And one day I hope it really does end. I don't know. I think a lot of it is a curse from your own mother, because I'm not going to get into it any more deeply than that, but it's a real interesting thing. The whole thing is always interesting. Everything about my life is interesting. And my birthday is always interesting, especially when I've been on the street. Like when I was at my, with my family the last year, I just went to the Cheesecake Factory. It wasn't that big of a deal, you know, but out here it's wild. It is freaking wild. And I'm over it. Hello friends, today I want to talk about a quick observation that I made when I was having my car issues. The website Reddit is complete trash. I cannot stand that website because no matter what the answers are that you find on there, they're going to send you on a wild goose chase, and they're always
wrong. It's always something that's like 1 in 500 million people, and it never helps you. And I was searching for information about my car, and they said it could be a million different things. None of them were the thing. And then the AI thing where you get the AI on the first results, that's kind of irritating too. Sometimes it's better than Reddit, because Reddit is just a bunch of people just talking shit. I have never, and it's one of the first results that comes up, and I have never clicked on that and found the actual answer to anything. It's always some BS. And especially when it comes to car stuff, the people will just say anything on there, and then other people will co-sign it. I cannot stand that shit, and I wish that they would push that down further in the algorithm. There used to be actual answers from actual professionals at the top of these search engines, and I usually don't even use Google, but I try to put Ecosia on my phone, and it doesn't like load properly, so whatever. But the Reddit forums are bull. They need to be shut down.